Guys, what is up? How you doing? I got a haircut. It did turn out a little shorter than I was going for, but I love it. And we are co-starring with Raven today. Oh, never mind, she left. Oh, here comes Ella. Ella, you want to be my co-star? So, I went to Goodwill to find some shoes for my graduation this Sunday, and my mom left me unattended. So I found 2 jumbo bags of yarn for $4.99 per bag. So let's say I think it came out to like $10 for my stuff anyways. So this is like triple the value. I got a lot of unique yarn in here. And a lot of it was weight 3, like this one. And there's a lot of brands I've never heard of too. Hi Raven. Oh, Raven's back. And I know what you're thinking. Did you really buy more yarn? Yes, I did. Is my whole entire room filled to the brim with yarn? Yes, it is. I'm so excited to use this yarn, and it's not even funny. So, for those who don't know, I try not to say this too much, but I work at Big Lots, and about a long time ago, I've been there almost 6 years, we used to sell yarn. So that's why I made that face. Because that yarn is like over 6 to 7 years old. Probably even longer. And a lot of this was weight 3 yarn. But then we started to get into the very thin yarns. So the thinnest I've ever worked with was a weight 3. And even for me to be able to use that, I usually have to double it up. Like use 2 of them together. Like you saw with my other blanket. So a lot of this is actually weight 1 yarn. And I've never used weight 1 yarn before. It's extremely thin. It's the thinnest yarn you can get, and I don't know what to do with it. Now, there is a lot of weight 1 sock yarn. I have personally never made socks before for like adults. I've made some baby socks before, but they were too big, so I just gave up on them. But I personally never made socks before. But there's so much sock yarn and weight 1 yarn. I'm going to have a lot of fun. Now, I've always wanted to use bamboo yarn. But of course it is very expensive. I think the one time I saw it was like $9 or something. And I know what you're thinking. What are you going to do with all these? There's only like 1 skein. You probably don't even have enough to do anything. But trust me, I've got that covered bird. There's so many projects you can do with 1 skein. Plus I have plenty of other skeins in my house. And yes, I did find a spot for everything. And before you guys ask, the reason why I decided to give you a second video today, well, this week, because I feel bad there's not going to be a video next week. So I saw these at the Goodwill, and I'm like, whoa, Mom, I gotta get these. And I'm like, it would make a great extra video to make up for there not being one next week. And she's like, yeah, that's a good deal. Because who knows how expensive this weight 1 sock yarn is. I know one of them said 97 cents. The rest didn't really have prices. But, like the Red Heart Super Saver yarns that you see, those are all like normally, currently like $4.50 each. So, I mean, right there is my value back. And I'm not saying I will use these right now, but eventually I will. My game plan right now is to finish the blanket for my co-worker. Well, not my co-worker, my manager, the one that left. And then I'm kind of iffy. I don't know if I want to go back to the planets blankets that I'm currently staring at in my face and it looks so awesome. Or if I want to go back to my mosaic crochet blanket. But after that, I'm going to get back to my list. For those who don't know, I have a list of all my whips. And it needs a severely updated. It's kind of it's like really far behind right now. I am going to bring the Scrapgan, I can't talk today, Scrapgan blanket, the one that's in that blue bucket. I am going to bring that with me on vacation. Because it is a long drive up there and we're not really doing too much on Monday and Thursday. So, yeah, I'm going to bring that with me. Now, this yarn here, I can't decide. There are two colors. One is like a maroon, and then one's more like a cherry red. It felt like a weave 4 to me, so that's the category I put it in. So I'm separating these by category as I went. I couldn't tell if it was acrylic or wool, though. That one, I actually forgot to look at it. That label is like the same brand as the other one, just like a different color. And then here's that red heart I was talking about. Yeah, so to make up for not having a video next week, I will give you guys a video now. And I was trying to explain to my mom that normally for these types of videos, I would talk while I'm unboxing, but my AirPods only work half the time. They don't always translate the audio over, which is really weird. But for some reason, my microphone that I'm currently using now works fine. But the headphone part doesn't work. So if I'm trying to just wear them as headphones and plug it into my phone, it does not work. No sound comes from my phone to my headphones. But the microphone part works just fine, and it's weird. And I'm like, okay. Because my AirPods, the sound comes through fine, but they don't always translate back to my phone. I'm like, you know what, let me just do it this way. I know it's going to look a little funny. And this skein right here was wrapped up so weird. I actually think, for those who remember the Daku blanket, I think it's the same color as in there. And for those who are curious, yes, I still have the Daku blanket. I still have the Spider-Man blanket. I still have the Encanto blanket. And I still have the Christmas Afghan. I do plan on finishing those. I'm staring at them right above my head. I feel like what I'm going to do is finish the mountain blankets. I feel like I want to go back to the Encanto blanket for a little bit. And then I feel like I might go to the planet. Both of those are free patterns, so yeah, I feel like I might want to go back to the planet one. It's staring at me and I keep looking at it. It's staring at me in the eye. But yeah, I have so much yarn. I tried to show you my pile, but then my light pad fell over because I'm currently diamond painting. Bailey is currently distracted. So when Bailey's distracted, I like the diamond painting. So I'm going to diamond paint for a few hours today, and then I'm going to go back to working on the blanket. I had to get all my homework done yesterday, and it was a pain in the fluff. But it is all done, thankfully. It took me, what time did I start? I feel like it took me from 4 o'clock until midnight. It was either 4 to midnight or 5 to midnight. Might even been 3 anyway. But the end time was definitely midnight. It took me that long. It was, how many assignments was it? I think it was either 11 or 12 assignments. But the problem I have is you have to copy from a textbook. There's no pictures. There's no like real instructions. It's just a step-by-step. You do this, do that. But my program is so updated that what they do isn't always how I can do it on my app because I have the latest Adobe app. So I kind of have to wing it, and then I get frustrated, and it gets annoying sometimes. I hate translating, like copying from the book. I prefer to freestyle it. And for those who are wondering, yes, these storage containers are from the 60s. They have been, 60s, 70s, they have been in storage for so long. They were my great-great-grandma's, who, yes, is still alive. On my grandpa's side, anyways. And that is where it was. And then I wanted to show you guys putting the yarn away for a few reasons. One, the video wasn't 10 minutes. And two, I thought it would be cool for you to actually see where it was going. And Raven was, cuddling and asking for pets the whole time. I was actually surprised how much room was there. I was trying to keep the colors together, but I didn't really want to change it. The only thing I didn't have room for was the last 4 skeins. So they're kind of just on top behind my hooks. I kind of just put them there for the time being. And yeah, that is. Seriously? You choose now to use the litter box? I don't actually know if you guys can hear the litter box or not, so I took the honor of pausing for you, the audio, so that you didn't have to hear it. I do have the noise reduction on, but I don't actually know how well that works. So that is that. That one was cotton, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks.